Wait for a few of you to come on. A few questions that need answering, so hopefully I can help you with some of that. How are you? So we are live at Cavi Central. It is Tuesday night, and I thought I'd take this opportunity while I've popped out here to answer a few questions. So I've put a few messages in our forums that I'm here and can hopefully give you some ideas and help with some of the stuff that's going on in our group. And we'll touch on that. We'll just wait for a few more people to roll in. Say hi if you're down there. I can see your comments, and if you've got questions. Hi, Carolee. And yeah, I can see your questions as they pop up. And yeah, we can share lots of info this way, which is great because I'm finding it hard with all of the different forums that I'm in, the different groups that I'm in, the YouTube channel, Making Films, on the page. There's so much that is time consuming that I need to do. So this is a great way to actually touch base with you. So I'll give you a couple of minutes while we've got a few more rolling in. Pop your questions down below. We're going to touch on probably handling guinea pigs can be the first issue. There was some questions about how to actually handle and touch a guinea pig, what's appropriate, what isn't, and we'll look at some of that in a moment. So let me get a few things. I'll do that. Hey, gorgeous. You. There you go, guys. Come on. Where are you? There you go. Put them down there. Hello. Right, we've got a few different hays in operation here at the moment, so maybe we'll start with that. Ones that we actually have 3 that are really nice at the moment. So let's just take a quick peek. This is Oten. We get Oten by the bale, but it's really gorgeous at the moment and very green, which is fantastic for your piggies. What you'll find is that your piggies will eat all of these finer sections, and they're going to leave the chunkier bits like this in your cage. So this softer green area will be gone, but the harder bits will go, and sadly you then need to pull that out. So if at all people are recommending straw, veer away from that with guinea pigs, because you'll find most of it gets thrown out, whereas hay is what we look for. So this is Oten hay. It's always genuinely pretty good here. There's a couple of months around September, August, September, where it gets really hard and coarse, not as much green through it, and yeah, they don't eat as much of it. So at that point we go on to grassy and other different hays. There's another hay to take a look at, and I'll get that for you. There we go. Sorry, we've got great big bins here, but this one. Now this is called teff hay. Teff hay is really very fine, and it's either a hit or a miss with your guinea pigs. Carolee says her gang had their own piggies, set patch out of Oten and grass. Fantastic. Yeah, Oten tends to be the staple that we use here. Timothy hay is fantastic, but of course it's It's commonly not available here. We certainly can't get it by the bale, and in terms of what you'd buy by the bag would be absolutely enormous in expenditure because most of it is imported. But yeah, this one here is called Teff, Teff hay. And if you see it, some guinea pigs absolutely love it. Others tend to sit on it and keep it more, they just tend to sit on it rather than eat it. So you'll either have a hit or a miss with it. Just to compare the two, so here's Oaten and this is Teff. So very different, and you'll see in the different size and texture, very, very different. So yeah, this one here is very common. They've tried to introduce it for racehorses more than anything. It's a relatively newer hay that's available, but you may or may not be able to get that. You typically can't get it by the bag, but we get it by the bale. So that's one to keep an eye out for. And getting covered in hay. Hold on, I'll show you another one. Putting that in there. Piggies can have that. Now this is a bag of, okay, this is lucerne. This one here, very green, is lucerne. And this has actually been cut far shorter than normal bags because it's coming this one here. I'll show it to you. This size here. So it's a small bag. When we get it by the the bale, the length of it is very, very long. So these stick sections that you can see tend to be very long. Now I find that you run the risk of more hay poke injuries with lucerne than anything else. Now the other issue is it's higher in calcium, so it's typically recommended for very young guinea pigs or pregnant lactating mums. So that's what you'll hear on the internet. Guinea pigs love a variety of hay, but the one that we stick with as a staple tends to be Oaten. So it's very good. If you've got any questions, pop them down below. Let's see what's there. Justin, hello. Justin, we've got a new bowl. I have to show you the new bowl. I couldn't resist it. I probably don't have time to run to the other part and get it, but I have a new bowl. It's pretty cool. So, so couldn't resist it. It's really, really sweet. Nothing to do with what happened. Just thought you'd like that. Okay. So we've got lots of questions at the moment about handling guinea pigs and, you know, what they don't like, what they do like, and what is considered, how do we identify what they don't like and how to become friends with them. So let's have a look at a little bit of that. Let's see who we can get here. Okay. Can I get you? Hello, gorgeous. Some of you may guess immediately who I have here. This gorgeous boy is my piggy. This is Snowy, and he's actually got Justin says you got the same bowl I broke by. No, I didn't. No, it's completely different. No, it's very, very super cute. It's super cute. Different one. This is oh, Piggy Supervisor. Who's that? Up here? We have a few, quite a few here at the moment. So this is Snowy, and Snowy's a very, very old guinea pig. So he's well and truly over 10. He's about 10 and a half. I really should go through his records and yeah, go back and check, because I tend to say, you know, guinea pigs are this age for some time, and without realizing a whole 6 months or 8 months has gone by. Yeah, this is him. You've probably seen him over the years in lots of videos. So guinea pigs have lots of sensitive areas on them, and their coat type, you can see Snowy here is an Abyssinian, so his coat goes in all different directions. Generally, what is considered safe and friendly to a guinea pig is to pat from the neck area down, so stroking down. When we tend to plant our hands or fingers directly into this ridge section of their back, if I was to scratch in there, they're very, very sensitive in that area, and typically they don't like it. They'll kick, they'll move, they'll throw themselves about, and it's showing that they want to be held, but it's not that comfortable. So that's one, and I'm not going to do it to Snowy. He's such an old little fellow. I don't want to upset the little guy. So if you have a guinea pig, let's look at how you might make friends with this piggy. So this is a very big piggy. Snowy's a big boy. Aren't you? Big old fella. Okay, let's see what we can see here. Holding your hands like this, an L shape, and then clasping them together is a great way to rub in underneath their chin. Now, I'd only recommend this for guinea pigs that are over 6 months of age. The reason being that once they're over 6 months of age, they're well aware of what hands are, what food is, and what is the right. You can see Snowy's just saying, oh yes, please do that some more. And they absolutely love this. So this is one way to befriend and get to know a guinea pig. By holding your fingers in this way, when they're first learning, if they ever try and nip down, as some guinea pigs may, if they're very uncertain or dominant or just not sure, your hand in no way can be hurt. So if you teach your children to do it in this way, this fashion, just under the chin, like literally under the chin, they love it there. And Snowy, of course, is very used to this. Aren't you, gorgeous boy? He's like, yes, please, just do it some more. So cool. Loves that, don't you? Yeah. Okay, so patting lengthways down the guinea pig from the neck down to the bottom is the next way. When you rub their coat in the opposite direction from their bottom towards their head, so if you tend to do this scrubbing sort of motion, related to the fact that they believe guinea pigs could get away from their prey very quickly if they were ever caught. And we've actually had a guinea pig like that had had a whole chunk of fur removed. Something had obviously grabbed at it. The fur had come out in that patch cleanly and neatly, but the guinea pig had gotten away. And that piggy was found in around Newtown. So there's a video from ages ago that you can see on that particular one. But yeah, their fur for that reason comes out very easily. So they don't like you rubbing it in the reverse direction. So patting in one general, even though they're Abyssinian, patting in one general direction is good. Now you'll also come to see that as they've got flow and patterns in their coat, you'll be able to make movements. But generally, if you're smooth with that, it's okay. It's this itching, scrubbing, grabbing at motion that they don't like. It's also indicative of what happens when they get mites and other problems. Their nerves are really inflamed, and it then becomes scratching that can turn into seizures. So they've got some really sensitive spots, and one of them is actually right over that ridge section in the back. So if we agitate that enormously, and I wouldn't recommend you do that with any guinea pig, they can scratch it trying to then get you off, or turn around to try and nip or bite at whatever is bothering them, which is what they're trying to do to stop it from happening. And of course it's not something they like. Now another thing that they do like is down between their nose. So right here on the bridge of their nose, they absolutely love this area because they can't get to it. Now of course it's very close to their eyes, so if you've got young children, you need to be very careful in teaching them to do this with a flat hand, and you can move up and down in this area. They love it. They love down here on their cheeks. So just some of the soft places that you are going to do that with. Did you see that? That was get off. It was like get off. Snowy was always a dominant boy. He's a very elderly piggy right now. Aren't you? Yeah. Let's give him some food. I've got a couple of things to show you as well. Yeah, want some of this? Says yes, please. Oh, you can't quite see it there, can you? He's nibbling away. Let's see if I can hold you up. Need to angle it down. But he's got some celery. Any questions, anyone? This little guy came in a long time ago, and he's very similar to a guinea pig that's in our group at the moment, completely hairless down the back. He had massive injuries, and the young son at the time said some really nasty things about him, but he had the biggest personality. And you know, some of these piggies, it's really hard to part with them when you see what they've been through and what goes on. And so Snowy has always stayed here, and he's gorgeous. And yeah, so many people over the years have said, can we adopt him? Can we? He was actually, you know, a piggy that was very frightened, would he would be what you'd call very skitty when he first came in, and you can see he's just adorable. Aren't you? He also has 2 names. So not many guinea pigs have 2 names, but my husband calls him Tufty, and I've always called him Snowy. He sometimes gets Snowy Bear, so he has a few little names. He's a white-faced piggy. Hello, Chantel. Hi. Not sure what that was. I think it was a commenting question. Hold on. Let's see. Not sure the comment's showing, but Chantel says, hi, I can see. Yes, hello, Chantel. I can just see you now. Some of them whiz up really super quick on the phone. So there we go. Now, one amazing vegetable that's out at the moment that you may not realize you can give your piggies, I just wanted to share with you quickly, is called radicchio. This is radicchio. You may see this at the moment. It's generally not available for very long in the shops, but at this time of year we see radicchio, and guinea pigs love it. So it's really nutritious. If you do see radicchio, they absolutely love it. So Snowy, it's going to have a bit of it. That's something to learn. Radicchio is a cabbage. It's a form of cabbage. When you cut off a bit, it looks like this. And yeah, they absolutely love it. So if you see radicchio, get some radicchio. It's Italian, and they love it. You can see it's got Snowy's approval. Okay, Carolee says she can get radicchio in a mixed salad bag. Yeah, sometimes I've seen it in there, but it tends to be really seasonal here. So it's this time of year we see it, and of course they love it. So it's quite a treat. Now, if you've got little guinea pigs, very young guinea pigs, doing the sorts of things that I took you through with Snowy is not so easy, because they're like little children. They're fast and they're frightened and they're very active at the same time. So you need to make them feel very safe and secure. And insofar as patting underneath the chin in this region here, we don't recommend that until they're 6 months of age and they've really worked out what food is, what hands are, what holding is, and then they can get it. And then we've got what happened then. Yes, Carolee says that one of her guinea pigs loves dill. Yes. Yeah, it's not for all piggies. It's one of those things that piggies love, but not all of them. Yeah, coriander's another one like that. So you'll find some piggies really love it and others don't. Hi, Anna. How are you? How's your little piggy? How's he doing? Have you been to the vet yet? She's got a very unwell older little piggy who's not very well. And hopefully Mark will drop in and let us know what's happening with his boy as well. Mark, if you're there, hello. Yeah, we've got a few piggies that are going through a lot at the moment. He's gobbling this up. So definitely, if you see radicchio, that's the thing to get. It's pretty good, isn't it? That's right. Yeah, I mentioned he's also Snowy Bear. He sometimes gets called Snowy Bear. So Snowy, Tufty, or Snowy Bear. I started with Snowy Bear, actually. He's just gorgeous. He's just a beautiful little fellow. And yeah, he's had such a big history with us. Long, long history. He's a very handsome boy, Carolee. Okay. Okay, Anna. Awesome. We'll stay in touch with that, and we might see you on Sunday. We do have a health check day on Sunday, so if anyone's wanting to come by, we can certainly fit you in. We've got probably about half the appointments free at the moment, so it's booking up quite quickly and fast. Yeah, Snowy's gobbling. You can see why he's such a big piggy. loves his food. Yeah, very, very cute. So let's see how we handle a little guinea pig, shall we? What's going on? I have to put you down, Snowy. I'll go and get one of the bubbas. We have lots of piggies in Cavey Central. You can hear some of them in the background at the moment. They're all munching away, but I think most of them are looking at Snowy, wondering what he's doing. Let's go and get a bubba. I'll put you down. You can come down with this. All right. And say so bye to Snowy. Bubba bubbas, yeah, piggy bubbas. Bye. I'll put him down for a minute. I'll do that there. We'll take you back in a moment. And down here. Okay, let's see who we've got here. Okay, it's one of the little bubbers. Now, this is one of the babies from the rescue of 62 that we've had. So we've got lots of these that are shortly going to be wanting to find homes. They're all at different ages, and you'll see their details go up on the page. And this is a little girl. She's super cute. Super, super cute. She's wondering what's going on. They've done a couple of... Yeah, activated charcoal is good if we have poisoning of any sort. Yeah. Yeah, this is a super, super cute one. Activated charcoal is used when we have something in the system that we need to absorb. So if there's a... For example, if they've had a poison ingested, if they've had lawn clippings that may have had a toxin or something on it, or they've eaten a plant that has some toxicity to it, we would give charcoal to do that because it helps with absorption and then can move and pass through the body. So that's why we do that. But your little guy hasn't got an absorption problem with poison. He's got an issue with infection in his leg. So that's very different. She's super cute, isn't she? So holding little ones, the first thing is making sure that they're always secure. So we recommend that you hold them in a cuddle cup. This little one here I've got fully in my hand, so all of the legs are on a surface. When they've got their legs and one is free, that's when they tend to panic. All guinea pigs would. You can imagine they feel like they're going to fall. So having them completely held on a surface, completely secure, makes them feel secure. The next thing is to actually help them with their line of sight. So you can see this little one here, she's really quite calm, which is great. When they're looking far more nervous, they're trying to jut and move around and spin in your hand, that sort of thing. And simply by sheltering their eye level a little bit, you can help them feel a little bit more secure. So again, they're being secured and made feel safe by being on a platform that's not moving. So in this case, it's my hand, all four paws on there. And again, just patting from the head down in a gentle way is the way that we look after that. Super, super cute. Patting under the chin. We don't do that, but certainly around the cheeks, you can move back in this way. The center of the head, this little girl's got a crest. You can see is forming here. And just from the cheeks back, but I don't recommend that you put your fingers underneath their neck at this stage. They're too little and it's too confronting, and they're still learning what's food and what isn't. So the risk, particularly if you've got children, of getting a nip can make them feel uncertain as well as you feeling uncertain. So it's a good idea to keep them much more settled, so you can do that. And piggies, when they're settled and calmed, you can see how easily she's just sitting here. She's gorgeous. What should we call her? We've got some name suggestions. She's got white, orange. Let's move you around, just sort of lift up there so we can see bottom end. Okay. There. There, that's it. Okay. So again, helping her feel secure. Notice my hands at the front. She's just getting a little bit more nervous with what I'm doing, so holding her so that she feels secure. How are the 3 girls going up on top? Awesome. Really, really good. Yeah, they're happy. Really, really good. There's Tira right directly behind me, and the other 2. They're munching. Yeah, really, really good. Cute Bubba. Ginger Honey, that's a cute name. I like that one. If you think of any other names, pop them down. We have about 28 babies at the moment from the recent rescue, and we have a lot of others, pregnant mums, that are still littering. So there's a lot going on here at the moment. So I'm going to pop you back. Okay, here's another little one. So whoop, now you can see she's very nervous. So again, holding her secure so her feet are on my hand and she can start to shelter up against me will make her feel a little bit more secure. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And we had 62 come in a rescue. We've actually had another few, maybe 18, 20 come in since then. But we've had a very good, successful 2 adoption days, 3 adoption days now in the last 2 months, which have been great. So we're always busy. We've had a number of boys come in. We've had surgeries going on. We've had, yeah, a lot happening here. So it's probably easier for me to talk with you here and update quickly than it is to do all the individual posts. So it's great. I'm glad you're joining me here, which is great. So when you've got a little piggy that's a little bit nervous like this one, again, just keeping them secure with you is the best way to do that. Inside a cuddle cup, even better. And I can't believe that I'm standing here in the shelter. I don't actually have one here to hand. Yeah, they're out in the main area. So I'll get one of those for you next time. But the main thing is keeping them secure, letting them feel safe, and you know, of course you can offer little bits of food when they're out. And if she feels safe enough, she'll nibble that in just a moment. Did I miss any questions then? Let's have a look. Yeah, 28. Actually, the largest rescue we've ever had in was close to 100 in one go. So it was 2 lots in the 40s, so high 40s, within a day, 2 days of each other. It was midsummer, about 2 years ago. So we deal with a lot. Actually, we've had some in the 60s. We've come close, but yeah, it's a lot on top of normal shelter size. So when things happen, they tend to happen very quickly. Now there's something else I wanted to talk about, and I'll put a post inside the group. If you're not in our group, I'll put a link, or it's in the actual videos. I'll put it in there later. But you'll see on the internet lots of images with guinea pigs running around in big herds, and there's one at the moment that's gone a bit viral with guinea pigs running down and they're all over the place. Please slow down the video and take a careful look at the coats on those guinea pigs, and what you'll find is that there's hairless patches, missing bits, fight wounds, all sorts of things going on. So while they can look really cute and fluffy on the ground and you think they're great and they're fantastic animals to have, that's the image it portrays to us. Up close, there's a lot of other stuff that's happening within the herd and the dynamics of that. So yeah, so I'll pop up some images in the actual group and it'll sort of point out the reality of what's going on there. We actually use the gel pain, which is a cannabinoid cream. Look, at the end of the day, here in Australia, you have to get that imported. It's not readily available, but there are oils that you can also use that will do a similar job. So I'll put some information out on that. There's also, it's very easy to go to a vet and to obtain pain relief. One of the factors with pain management is that you need to know a lot about the animal in terms of the health of the liver and other areas that, for example, they're not dehydrated and that's not being impacted, because some medications will make those conditions worse. So when we talk about pain relief, it's not quite like taking an aspirin as we do tend to for us, or Panadol. We have to be really careful in terms of weight and size and what we're actually medicating for. So yeah, the gel pens are quite good, but they're and there's a video I've got on using that. I was trying to think, it's about 6 months, 8 months ago. It's quite effective. Yeah, there's a number of medications available. Again, for most people here, unless you've actually got it readily available, you've got to import it. So you've got to wait 2 weeks, and if you've got a guinea pig in pain, you have to have something much faster than that. So that's the problem with that one. Yeah, it's quite effective, yeah, but it's more a case of having it ready, having it available. Tucked away there, aren't you? Where did that go? Oh, that little one gobbled the little bit of celery. Want some more? Would you like a little bit more? Or did I take it away from you? Want this one? Let's probably back down here. Just do it over here. There we go. Whew, okay. What have I missed? Everything? See you, Anna. Yeah, it's difficult to get around all of the sites that I'm on. In the group, I'm on the page. There's so much. Certainly, jumping on here, we can all be in one place, which is great, and you can comment and ask questions as I'm here, and can get a few things done. So I'm just going to do a few more cages here that I need to check on. I'll be buzzing around. If you have a question, drop it in. I'll keep checking, and yeah, we can chat. It's good to have some company. Justin, I'll go and get the bowl so you can see it. I'll do that. Okay, bowl. Ta-da! Probably looks back the front to you. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it. Live, love, laugh. Live, laugh, love. I just thought it was great. So this is a really shallow bowl, which they love to have their pellets out of. So I'm just going to pop some Guinea mix in this, and then they can enjoy it. Girls. Thanks, Rita. With the terror. They're gorgeous. Great. I'll keep checking back if anyone's popped anything up. It is quiet, isn't it, Justin? That's okay. We did quite a bit at the start with holding guinea pigs and what to, you know, a few tips and tricks with that. So hopefully that will help you. We get the craziest of the guinea pigs that come in, and you know, I actually don't like the name skittish. I really don't, because it actually means to me that a guinea pig is frightened, terrified, mistreated, misunderstood, and that is what is causing that behavior. Now, the classic is 2 young girls that we had recently surrendered about 2 months ago, where they would scream if any young person came nearby. The reason being they came from a family with very, very young children, and they were terrified of being hurt, and they'd obviously had some bad moments. But those piggies, their one defense was actually to scream. The family felt that they were, they could see they'd become really frightened. It was hard to pick them up, hard to handle them. They had young children. There were lots of things. So I'm glad that they were surrendered. But in reality, when guinea pigs are behaving that way, they're flying around, they're not trying to be picked up. There's lots of things happening. It just means that you're not connecting with what's happened to them, why they're doing it. They're misunderstood. Something's frightening them. There's a change that needs to be made. There's so many factors influence them. They're fundamentally a prey-based animal, so they want to be and feel safe. But at the same time, they've got their own herd dynamics. So whoever they're in their little group with, there is a hierarchy within that. So as things change, if one, let's say the herd leader becomes unwell, then their place within that herd is going to change, and behaviors then start to change. So generally when people say, oh, the guinea pig's skitty, it simply means they haven't understood or been able to relate to the guinea pig, or be able to change things enough for the guinea pig to feel safe. And that's what we do here, so that we can get them in, get them settled. And actually the 2 little piggies that were surrendered a couple of months ago, they are adorable now. So yeah, they're responding so brilliantly. And Snowy, who you had, who I had on here earlier, he came in, over 10 years ago, and the youngest son hated him. He said, I hate this guinea pig, it's an ugly guinea pig. And he was just really awful towards this poor guinea pig that had lost its fur. It had a big red cut down the back, and of course Snowy is adorable. I've still got him here, so I might pull him out again, so those of you that are joining can see him. Look, we're just going to come up again. There he is. He's just out of his cage at the moment. He was out there eating a little while ago. A little bit more while you're up here. Look at this. So here's Snowy. Super, super cute. Not skitty at all. Beautiful. But you can have the tamest of tame animals, and if you mistreat them in any way, they can become very fearful and want to hide. You can't blame them. And in the same way, we can have, guinea pigs that are really frightened, have come from terrible situations like Snowy, and they become so placid and beautiful. They respond to how you treat them. So a lot of it is identifying what the problem is and then changing that. Sometimes it takes steps to do that. Sometimes it revolves around there's so many factors. So that's why we have the group. You can pop questions in there. There's lots of people to give you guidance and help if you have questions around that. And of course, times like this you can pop on and ask questions as well. Come on, we'll put you back down. Wow, this is a big boy. Oh, gorgeous boy. Let's give you some radicchio. You can have that. Here we go. Hold on. Finish it for that one. There. Yeah. So, piggies. He's so cute. Brianna, he is. Yeah, cuddling piggies up into your neck is quite safe. Yep. Brianne, yes, the shelter here is needing attendance every day, every morning, every night. And of course, there are guinea pigs that are being hand-fed, which you may have seen Cordy on there and Tiny and others that are constantly in need of help, whether it's with, actually we could show you, I'll do them another day, the 3 that were on that came in hairless. We've actually had another 5 or 6 that are hairless. And Justin, you filmed that one with me the other night. Well, she's up over here. She's now fully furred up with her babies and young. But, updating you is often quite tricky. And we try and put that into video so we can show you what can be done. But yeah, in terms of what needs to be done every day, day in, day out, it's constant. So whatever time it is now, I don't know, going on for midnight, I'm here. And, normally I just fly through and do what I need to do inside and out. But I thought tonight, because we had questions in our group that needed some interaction, we started off with that. So I just thought I'd make myself available to you here if it helps. He's so cute. Yeah. Rescue is a ton of work, absolutely. And yeah, we have maybe over 150 guinea pigs. That's a lot. It's a lot of work, a lot of things going on. Not for the faint-hearted, that's for sure. So Cavi Central, in terms of how long we've been operating here, well and truly, well over 15 years. In terms of rescue, I've been rescuing all my life, and I'm a wildlife carer as well, and have hand-reared over 500 possums. A lot of possums, because we often get them in joey groups and all sorts of things. The lives are fun. Yeah, you can keep me company. Did you see the dish? Did you see it? Look. Hope I don't drop it. Not sure what we do. There's something we've got to do on the screen so that you can see it the right way around, but it says live, laugh, love. I just love it. I think it's great. So pick that one up. It's a new one. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely fun. It's good. So I'm just going to busy on and do a little bit more. I've got a few more things I need to attend to here. If you have anything, just jot them up and I'll be back in a minute. And you'll see me busting around. Right. Who needed that? You guys. Take that off from there. Carefully do that. Hello, hello. Hey, look at you. Come on over here. Ah, there you go. Right. Let's take this one. Gorgeous. Pop a bit of this in. That's right. This one. There. Oh, these are 2 newcomers. Hey. A little bit more again. It is, you should have heard them earlier, the sound with all the weeking when I came in with the fresh veg. They get crazy. It's like a flock of birds. There again. Difficult again. No. Hey. What are you doing? Hello. Gorgeous. We've got a free, haven't we? Hi, gorgeous. Hello. Did you hear the piggy cough? There's a piggy cough. It's funny actually with eating, we find that with the fruits and yeah, girls tend to favour that more so than the boys, and the boys tend to go straight for things like carrots and greens. So it's interesting, sort of across the board. And then you'll get them that like their favourites, but overall girls do tend to go for sweet things, I find. Oh, cute names, Louise. Yui and Annie. Carolee, one boy who loves green capsicum but tolerates the other colours. Yeah, some of them love all of them, don't they? Others are really quite fussy. So you get to know your piggy. That's part of the fun of knowing what, you know, what goes on and what is best. Any new food that you want to try for them. So for people just joining us now, we have, I was talking about radicchio earlier. This is radicchio, and guinea pigs love this. It's really seasonal. So if you have you know, if you're introducing this to a guinea pig, it's never had it before, try giving one leaf and then a little bit more each time. Don't go giving it the whole lot, because you might cause bloat. So yeah, any new food, just introduce in small bits so they get used to it, accustomed to it, and then they can pick and choose as they go. So radicchio is really nice. It has some leaves. The outer leaves are really red and luscious, very high vitamin content. It's really lovely, and they love it. They love the crunch, they love the taste, all of that. So yeah, I'll keep buzzing on. Keep popping your questions down there. I feel like we need music in here tonight. Hey girls. Okay. Hello babies. How are you? Hello. 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 How's your buddy? How's your buddy? Where is it in there? Let's see. Gorgeous. Justin, this is one of your boys. This is one of the little fellows that was found in the running around free. Was it 2 weeks ago? Out near Parramatta. So yeah. Hey. What a cutie. So he needs a name. I think we've had some suggestions, or I think you may have popped some up, Justin. So we've got to get them listed, but this is one of the little guys. Such a cutie. He was running around outside. It took them a few hours to catch them, so well done, team. Come on, little guy. Let's get you back in here. Okay. This is his buddy. So they're buddied up at the moment, and this is his little buddy. You'll recognize him from some of the Facebook posts. Super cute. So yeah, this is the little fellow. What a cutie. Just getting used to it, aren't you? We don't know much about these little piggies other than they were running around. Someone spotted them, and a number of volunteers, including Justin, who's on here, went out to find them, and ended up going through a cemetery as well, out the back of a property, and tracking them down, and it looked like a vacant house where they had come from. So a little eye there. Keep an eye on you. Yeah. Come on. Hi. Hello. He's one of the little tiny bubbers. They're the very little ones. This is again from the rescue of 62. This is the little one that we counted on Sunday, Justin. If you're there. Such a cutie. Okay, put you down. They love corn husk, absolutely. Yep. They like the silk as well, and the actual whole corn can be eaten as well, the whole cob. There's a lot of people say yay, nay with that, but we've found no problems. Yeah, I've actually got some banana leaves here at the moment. They love them. Yeah, they love banana leaves. They're cute babies. They're actually smaller than that. He's about a week old now, Louise. Yeah, look, I've been doing this over, Cavi Central, well over 15 years. It's, yeah, there's a lot to it. And I'm grateful for all the support and the help and the volunteers and some of you guys that are here watching, Justin and Chantel that help out in the shelter. And yeah, for all of your support. Because without that, you know, a lot of these piggies that come in that are badly injured, that have issues, yeah, it takes ages. I should get, I'll do the next live that we do, I'll have the 3 that came in completely hairless and do an update on them. They're very, very cute. They're doing well. And I've got some others. We'll do some of the more serious cases. I'm going to peek into them. Yeah, so I'm just buzzing around in here. Oop, hiccups. Yeah, you can, Brianna. Absolutely. They love it. Corn is really, it's a high carb food. And when we have guinea pigs that are underweight, it's a fantastic additive to their diet. So whether it's corn husk, silk, or the actual corn is great. If you haven't seen the critical care video, definitely make sure you look at that, because corn is one of the items we can add to that, which is a bulking additive, and it can help. So where guinea pigs are not, when they've lost too much weight, it's one of the things we're conscious of. So yeah, the fibrous leaves as well are really fantastic, because they enable piggies to really grind down on food. So not only are they getting a fibrous intake, but they're getting a nutritional weightier food that will help, usually from the situation where they've been, you know, scavenging, fighting over food, not enough of it, and starving. So corn is a fantastic supplemental food to give them. Brilliant. Yeah, if we had a corn supply, it'd be amazing. At times, you know, different times of the year, we get loads and loads of leaves in, which is fantastic. So again, it's all seasonal, isn't it? And grasses, you know, grass is fantastic. Vegetables are fantastic. All of them have arrays of vitamins and minerals that they need in their diet. So giving them that variety will help. Yeah. And they get bored with it too. If you just give them one food and one food only, they get really bored with it. They like the variety, they like the change, and you can see them get excited about different foods. So it's really good to entice them with that. Eggplant, you know, they can even eat that. We don't recommend it that much, but they can even eat it. So yeah. Right. How are we doing? Let's drop in again. They're cute, aren't they? Yeah, they're all relatively calm right now because they've had most of their dinner. When I first come in here, I'll do another live. When we come with the food, they get crazy. Yeah, Amanda, now we're set up. Absolutely, we'll do more, and we can do them in different areas. We'll probably do more on the actual adoption day. This Sunday, we have a really big adoption day happening, so we may do some lives on there. The problem is we get so inundated. Like we're pretty flat chat with health checks and adoptions and seeing people and working within the COVID restrictions, and it gets really, really busy and crazy. And before you know it, we've hit the end of the day, and then we think, oh, we should have had that on. Or we're using the cameras to record things for videos. So there's always things going in and around those live days, and it's busy and crazy, which is, it's really good. The energy is really great on the day, and it's great to see so many people who love these small animals and care so much about them. So there's lots of interaction, and we've got some really fabulous cases coming back this weekend that we've done a lot of work with, and we've been in touch with the owners a lot. So it'll be great to see their updates and see them. So you get really attached to the stories and the things that happen within rescue. So it becomes one of those huge days. We get to the end of it and we're all exhausted, and then we go feed the shelter and pack down. So it's mammoth. What you ever see on, YouTube, Facebook, it's always the absolute minimum amount of what actually goes on in the background, because the hours involved in terms of, you know, feeding, getting food, bringing it in, cutting it up, providing, cleaning, changing hay, all the online work, the messaging, the photographs, the video, like it's huge. It's absolutely mammoth. And when we have one of those days where we have everyone come in, it's even bigger than Ben-Hur. And then we've got to reverse what we set up for the day. So it's, yeah, they're massive. Yeah, and we need them, which is great. It's a great place to be, and it's a great time to see and meet so many different piggies that all need homes. They all want to be adopted. And of course we get, you know, little ones like Snowy that just, you know, they stay. So there's quite a few of those. In fact, one of the special shelter piggies, Pinky, and his buddy Brain may be with Chantel for some time. She's wanting to keep them with her, but Pinky has been on and off here on Facebook for a long time. He's a microthalamic and only has one eye, so yeah, there's stories and things on him. But anyway, we'll do an update. Maybe he can come back for a visit on Sunday, so we'll see. Thanks, Louise. Thank you, Amanda. You are so right, Justin. We do not. It just, yeah, it goes back to back all the way through. And it's, as much as we create time frames around what we do on the day, it's really, really difficult because, you know, some people need a little bit more help or guidance in some areas. Some health things take more time. So, you know, we work through the flow of the day quite well. So we try and stick to that. And what we find is everyone's generally really happy. It's a great day to be here. So it is going to be a very big day on Sunday. And we hope the weather turns around. We've actually had, for people watching overseas or in other states, we've had a lot of rain here for the last 4 or 5 days. And I haven't even checked the forecast, but I'm hoping that we can use the grass area because we've got lots of individual piggies that are needing to find friends. And we do that on the grasses where they can sit and meet, and yeah, we'll do that. So cross your fingers, but there will be some lives on the day. We'll try and get that happening for you. So I'll just keep busying on. I've got a few more to do. Pop your questions down there. I'll come back to you. Oh, sorry, little guys. Startled you. Now, where are that to? Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Oh, I just want to do a check on you guys again. Hello, baby. Hi. Hello, baby. Hi there. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey. Something. We'll pull you down. So. To get here. Okay. Glasses again. Oh, hi. Louise is in the UK. Justin, of course, is Sydney. Victoria, Amanda. Yeah, it's quite, the flooding is south of here, although there's been some flooding in around the city area, but we're fine. We're fine where we are. Seems we've had everything this year, haven't we? So who wants to cancel 2020? So, we started here with the drought and fires, which just ravaged the country. And I think they announced today so many billion animals, native animals died. A phenomenal number. They've done some research on that, which is so sad. And of course, then we've had the current issues that we're all dealing with on top. And now we're in winter. We have, some flooding. I think in some ways, look, the news sells, and it probably is good to take a step back and step away from the news, because some of it is very localized issues, and help where you can, but don't let it flood your mind consciously all the time. So it's just something that might help, because there's a lot of negativity in the news at the moment. It's quite scary. If we look at anxiety in people and how that's racing, and do what you can with spending time away from it, and cuddling with small animals, being informed, not being ignorant, but being informed, and just enjoy each day. Make space in the day for what you're doing. Definitely. So we've got lots of activity happening in here at the moment. Lots of little piggies popcorning and so on. So I might head off. Do we have any last questions before we go? You've been with me here for about an hour and a half. We covered a lot of material at the start to do with different haze, different foods, some Radici, you met Snowy. So anyone joining us now, popping in now, go back to the start later. You'll be able to see what we've done, what we've spoken about. In the last little bit, I've just been chivvying around doing a few things here in the shelter. There's always things to do, and it's actually time for me to go back and feed a little piggy that needs me inside to do that. So I am going to wish you well wherever you are in the world, and thank you so much for joining me here. It's been wonderful having you here in the shelter with me. It's quite late at night, and I just thought this would be a great place to answer and interact with you with some of the questions we had in the forum. So yeah, if you do have any subsequent questions, just leave them down below. If you have anything particular that you want covered, then please pop them down below. I know that there's a lot of material out there on the internet, and a lot of it is misleading and incorrect. A lot of it you have to disseminate through what is applicable, what isn't. And there's also things that really relate to people in certain countries. So, for example, antibiotics and access to them in one country can be very different to another, and access to creams and so forth. So it's really important that you know, stay connected with the right information, but also with, you know, if being guided to get a certain product, for example, that you can actually get it in the area where you're living. So that sort of information needs to be disseminated in the right way. So thank you for joining me, everyone. There will be more to come. There's so much I have to share with you with piggies we've been working with in different stories. We love the stories, and I'll see you soon. So take care. Bye for now. Just check the questions before I go. Awesome. Take care, everyone. Bye now.